I've been getting a whole lot of questions about the nav, what options it has, what comes with it, and the simplest way to answer them all is just do a quick video. And this is super informal, but I'm going to take you through what the nav looks like, what comes with it, what your optional accessories are. This box right here is exactly how your machine's going to arrive. It doesn't have any brands, no names, nothing on it. It's just blank all the way around. And it does actually have handles, which obviously makes carrying it easier. We do ship them with black plastic wrap on them to protect them from scuffs during shipping, and to make sure there's no labels on it when you get it. Your owner's manual as well has no model, anything other than numbers on it, so that's all blank as well. This is what it's going to look like inside. And that's how the machine's shipped. Some more stuff to pull out here. And once it's all out of the box, this is what's in it, less the bag. This machine is extremely simple, very, very user-friendly. It just has your ready and your water lights there, analog dial, tell you what your bar pressure is. Machine hooks right up to the front here. Hose does. It actually says water where it needs water, and actually says ready when it's ready, not some kind of cryptic signs on there that nobody understands. Now, the opening is a bit annoying that it is reverse threads for Americans. So to solve that problem, we have a sticker made that goes around here that says tap water only, and then it's got a line to line up with your lid, and then an arrow saying which way is open and which way is closed. And I'll put a picture of that in the comments so you can see what sticker we're using for that. The only other sticker that we're putting on it is we've got one that wraps over the handle here that says Eco Vapors Nav. NAV is the brand of our machine, stands for not a vacuum, and then our phone number down the side here. That's all we're putting on it. Again, I'll put a picture of that in the comments so you can see it. And if you're wanting original PNG files or PDFs or whatever, I can send that over to you as well. Some people absolutely love the looks of the machine, think it's gorgeous. Others think it's not quite as sexy. It is what it is. Your customer doesn't know the difference. They don't have any predetermined expectations of what your steamer should look like. But that said, some of them are going all out and they're taking their brand and doing all kinds of crazy stuff with the machine, all different graphics on it, and really changing the look of it. And more power to them if that's what they want to do. I just personally don't find that necessary. So back to what we got inside the box here. We got the 4 casters that go on. They just pop right in the bottom, so it's not going to tip over on you. It does have 4 wheels, not 3. And then some anti-limestone spray that you can shoot in there now and then to make cleaning less frequent and easier. Your boiler key to open up the boiler at the bottom, just in case anybody were to ever drop something really hard and break off one of these triggers here, latches, excuse me. We got some replacements there. O-rings are inevitably going to wear out over time, so we got extra ones included on that. This is what we refer to as the fun gun or the point nozzle, whatever. You guys know what this thing is. It's like pretty much any of the ones out there. It accepts all the brushes and everything, same way. It's the same basic concept. The pillows, you already know what those are. They're the same thing. The rectangular tool, although it's got these nice, comfortable, easy paddles on here that make it really easy to work with, and a much better squeegee on the front, it's pretty much the same thing that you're already used to. The squeegee actually works shockingly well. I was really, really pleasantly surprised with how the squeegee works, especially in our store. We've got a whole lot of glass, a lot of it's very high, put several extension wands together, and we're really pleasantly surprised with the results we got from that. Your triangle tool, again, your paddles are a little bit bigger and easier to use. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same thing, except for those of you who deal with brands where the triangle tool doesn't lock, and you know how incredibly annoying that is and how difficult it makes some jobs and how easy it is to burn yourself because it spins around on you. This does lock into position, so that way it won't turn when you don't want it to turn. And it actually also locks at an angle too. So to either side or in the middle, we'll lock that into place. This is a scraper tool. Some of you have a tool like this, some of you don't. It is super handy for all kinds of stuff. Of course, scraping off wallpaper, but just even really other stubborn things that you can just kind of break off a chunk of it with that and get it out of the way before you start getting into the steaming. These are the standard brushes that come with it. This would be what's called a D30 size here, and that's the same standard brush that y'all are used to using. This is the same standard D60 brush that you're all used to using, just looks a little cooler. And then the plunger here is, some of you have that exact same one, some of you have the bigger, more cumbersome gray one, but either way, they all perform the same job, they do the same thing. Your hose is going to hook up to the front, and just pretty self-explanatory with that, a button to release it. This is the model that does not have the additional dead man trigger switch, because our customers and our dealers and ourselves found that we preferred it without. You just take these switches here right on top, you flip your left one for steam 1, you flip your right one for steam 2, and you flip both of them for steam 3. Pretty simple. As long as those are switched, the valve is open and it's going to keep putting out steam. When you're done, you just flip them off. Now, we do have the option to be able to add a dead man trigger here. Some of you are more familiar with using that, and that's your preference. Some are concerned with liability. This is a fully certified and inspected machine, so that's really not any cause of concern. So that's the basic gist on that. This is a cart that you can get for it. It's not the best in the world. It works. It serves its function quite well, and it gets the stuff around. But we are looking into other options for that. And in the meantime, we are definitely taking ours and modifying it a lot, putting extra screws and such on it to be able to hang brushes. Your machine sits down there, the wheels lock right into the squares there in the steel. And then, of course, you got an extra water tank here, so you've got extra water on hand. Oh, speaking of the water, sorry, told you this was going to be really informal. This is the funnel that you fill it with. Some people are still using some of the other brands' bottles and using that to fill it, and the dealers buy it, and they just give the customer the funnel. Customers and dealers are buying different funnels for it. That one works. It serves the purpose. It does the job. Me, personally, I use a margarita or daiquiri, whatever pitcher, because that's what's always easy for me to grab, and I just use that and pour it in. It's not that big of a deal. It's a whole, you got to pour water into it, use whatever you want to use, whatever's easiest for you, gets the job done. But you've got an extra tank here. We are going to take ours and modify it by putting a hose in it that runs down to the steamer with a valve in between, and that way anytime the steamer runs out, we can just open the valve, let the water go down in, we can close the valve, and then take the whole thing right out and go fill it back up with more water. And then the steamer never leaves the cart. And like I said, we're going to take some self-tapping screws and put them in the bars here and be able to hang brushes and stuff on them. But it gives you somewhere to wrap your cord. It gives you somewhere to put some towels and brushes and whatever. But that's the first option we have for right now, but we're going to be looking into other options for that as well. This is the demo bag. It is very functional. It serves its purpose. So you've got a couple of straps there. The top zipper, it's really hard to do one-handed. zips open, and then that's where all your accessories, your hose, your towels, all that sort of stuff goes. And then in the bottom is where the machine would go. And that's pretty much mostly for demo purposes. Obviously, customers can buy them if they want to buy them. I don't think they're going to be a huge seller with customers, but I think they're going to be very convenient for the dealers to have. The price point on these bags is absolutely terrible. It's really bad. I don't recall the exact number off the top of my head, but it's bad. We're working with some factories to see what other options are where we can get that price point down where it's much more reasonable. But to me, it's still worth it, but I know that price has to come way down. These are some of our optional accessories here. The brushes, this is a size not all of you are used to. It's D38, so your small ones are normally a D30, your bigger ones are a D60, these are a D38, and they just have a lot more dense bristles. They're in between size, but very dense bristles. And then most of you are familiar with the D60. That's going to be the same size as your plastic one that comes with the machine, or nylon as it were. This I ordered because I saw it and I wanted to check it out. I can't really figure out what it is. It appears to just be a shorter version of the extension wands that come with it. So I don't know as if you would want that for, in between tight spaces or what. I'm really not sure. I guess it's just an in-between size extension wand. This is the aromatherapy kit. It works just like all the other aromatherapy kits work. It's the same technology. It's all the same people designing this stuff. It works the same way. I've been asked to video it, doing the aromatherapy and video it clean and everything. The videos are all the same. I'm sure people are going to make a lot of them. We don't really intend to make much. We've already got a good stock of videos of all kinds of different things being cleaned. The customer does not care if the handle of the gun that's in the video is different than the handle of the one you're showing them. If it ever comes up, you just say, yeah, that's a different or older model. And that's it. So we're just going to continue using the same videos we've always used for everything because it all functions the same way. This is an extended crack and crevice tool where you can just reach into tighter places with it. It's very handy. I have not tried either of these two yet, so I can't really speak to them. It's a microfiber pad that goes on there. Of course, it's washable, and that's made for hard surface floors. So not sure how that's going to be much more beneficial than just using the regular triangle tool with a towel, especially since we generally have a lot more towels and can switch them out easier. But I'll try it out and let you all know. The towels, of course, we use our brand, the Vapors towels. They're already pre-sized to fit steam tools, specifically designed for high temperature steam. They work really well. Of course, they just fold in like that. They're more than double the thickness, so you don't have to fold them over, and they've got a pattern to them. They're just a lot better towel overall. But your towels that you're already using will continue working on this machine just like the other ones do. It's all the same stuff, guys. It's just a lot lower price and a lot simpler and a lot more user-friendly and built better on the inside. But otherwise, it's a top quality steamer at a great price. And that's the gist of it.